What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a problem called binary tree right side view. It's a problem being asked by many fan companies like Facebook, Amazon.
We're not available now.
It's a problem being asked by many manga companies like Meta, Amazon, Google. So let's look into it.
In New York, I'm in Little Rock. Hiding in my socks, running from a up, and I shoot at up.
The problem description says that given the root of a binary tree, imagine yourself standing on the right side of it, return the values of the nodes you can see order from top to bottom. So let's look at this example. In this, we return 1, 3 and 4 because these are the nodes that we can see from the right side. So imagine you are standing on the right side of this tree. What all nodes can you see? You can see 1, 3 and 4. You can't see 2 because it's blocked by 3. 5 is blocked by 4. So we need to return the rightmost nodes of this tree, which are visible if we are standing towards the right. So if we look at example 2, where we have 1, null and 3, we return 1 and 3. So 1 is the root node, null is the, basically there is no left child, then there is a right child, which is 3. So we return 1 and 3. So we can solve this by using DFS, where we can go to each of these nodes and find out which ones are the rightmost ones. So how we are going to do that? So what we can do is, in this DFS we can first go to the right child and then to the left child, and we'll put a condition where for each new level, so each of these are horizontal levels, so for each new level we can just take the first node that we are getting. So as we are traversing first towards right and then towards left, so the node that we are getting, the first node that we are getting for each level is the node that we will see from the right side of this tree. So in this example, we'll first in our DFS we'll first go to 3. We'll first see 1, so we'll put it in the list that we are returning for the right side view. We put 1, and then we go to right and we see it's a new level, so we add 3 to the right side view, and then we go to 4 and we see it's a new level, so we add 4 to the right side view, and after that we can just keep on processing, but these are the only ones that will be returned because for each new level we just need to return on the very first recursion for that level. So because we are using recursion for DFS, that's the recursion. So let's start solving this. Let me just first move this below so that our code is better visible. So this commented part is just the data structure for tree node. It contains a left child, a right child, and value. So let's start solving. We need to define the list of integer that will contain the right side view. So let's define it. So this list will contain all the nodes that are visible from right side. So it will be new array list. Okay. Now what we need to write a DFS function which will take this right side nodes and this root and return us the list of right side nodes, or not return us, basically populate this list. So let's start writing this DFS function. The first value will be root, second can be the depth of the level, or third will be the right side nodes that we are going to use, that we are going to populate. And in the end, we can just return this right side nodes after this because our DFS method would have populated this. So let's just return it. Okay, so now let's start writing the function, and we will name it DFS. So the first parameter is the tree node that we are going to use. So let's create a node, and the second parameter defines the level of the depth on which we are, so that for each new depth or level we can add our current node to this right side nodes that we are getting. So these are our parameters for this function. And the first thing we need to check, if our node is null, then what we should do, then I think we can just return from this method. So if node double equals to null, then let's just return. Otherwise, if it's a new level, then we need to add current node to the right side node. So we can check if depth is greater than whatever there is in the right side node, because for each new level we are adding values to the right side node. So let's say if depth is double equals to right side nodes plus 1. So right side nodes dot size, to get the size of the right side node plus 1. because the size of right side node will denote the number of levels that we have traversed, and if it's a new level, we just need to add the current node to the right side nodes. Let's add our current node.value, not just node, and then we need to call this DFS method to the right child and to the left child. So let's do it. So we need to call the same DFS method, and we need to call it for node.right first and then node.left, because we want right side view, and we can make depth as +1 for the next level, and we can pass this right side nodes. We're good. So let me just copy this. Oh, this thing. Okay. So let's copy and paste this, and we can make this as node.left. Yep, this looks good. I think this should be good enough. So let's run it. So for each of the new level, we are just adding it to the right side node. There is some error. What is the error? Oh, this should be capital A. Let's run it again. Okay. And what is geoth? It should be depth. Yep, this should be depth. Let's run it again. I think this should work. Yep. Let's submit it. So the runtime is 0 ms. It is faster than 100% of Java Online submission for binary tree right side view. You can also solve this method using BST, where for each of the level, you will just take the last node that is there in the queue. So for in DFS, we use stack. Here we are using recursion because we are using system stack. And for BST, we use queue. So in that in BST, you can just take the last element of the queue and keep storing it to right side nodes. In this case, in case of DFS, for each of the new level, we are just adding our current node to the right side nodes. And how we are determining it's a new node? It's a new level, because a right side node contains the one element from each level, right? That is the rightmost element. So for each new level, it's for a new level, we know that if the current level is equals to the number of nodes that are there, because there is one node for each of the level +1, and we know it's a new level, and we can just add it to the right side view. If you found this helpful, then please do leave a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any doubt in this problem, then you can leave a comment below and I can take a look. And if you want me to solve any other coding problem, you can comment that and I can solve it later. So that's all from my side for this time. I'll see you next time.